Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. Today, it's a Week 14 matchup that should be a good one between the Miami Dolphins and the Cleveland Browns. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. Well, this defense for the Browns, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try to keep your quarterback upright.
2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
That's exactly what you're looking for, the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
Three and out, a real danger here on their opening drive as they come up on a 3rd and 12. Here's Prescott. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. They'll get 11, but still a little short. 4th down. After last week's loss, you bet this offense probably wanted to come out with a little more fire than a 3 and out.
And I'm sure that people are saying, hey, come on, Coach, where was the pregame talk? Have these guys ready to go? But you and I both know it goes into preparation and practice and being ready to go. That gives you the confidence to come out and play. They've got to find that and fast.
Hunter Nice-Swander on to punt now on 4th down. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. Just a net of 34 there following a punt of 44 yards. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. On play action, Lawrence. That's going to be caught. It's Jacoby Myers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. The end result, 21 yards.
With that impact, I fully expected the ball to pop free. I still remember an old defensive back friend of mine. He used to say, guess what? Even if they catch the ball, make sure they have a memento to take back to the sideline.
From midfield now, Lawrence getting this out to the flat. Mostert. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. The Browns at 4-8 now on the year, and they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset, being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them, and I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
3 yards remain for second down. Lawrence will throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer, but he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Lawrence. And they'll get this on the screen to Mostert. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
I believe I could see what they were trying to do there, but unfortunately, the back ran out of room. Too close to the sideline. And for defenders, we're often taught, 11 on the field, those sidelines can become the 12th defender. It worked to the defense's advantage on that play.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Again, it's Lawrence. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What an excellent defensive stand there in the red zone. Nice tight coverage. They certainly recognized how important it was to bring up 4th down here.
Out there is Rodrigo Blankenship in the field goal unit. From the right hash, just a 34-yard attempt. Blankenship's kick is good. And the Browns are out to a 3-0 lead. So a pretty good opening drive. That'll make the home fans somewhat happy. They wanted 6, but they got 3 in the early lead.
And they should be happy. The guys look good getting down the field. That's got to give them a little bit of hope that good things are in store here today for them.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them, got a sense. Let's see if they open things up a little bit.
See if they open things up. Let's see what the defense does here, too, after a good stop. They'll go again here with Akers. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
First down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league in converting on third down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were two things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, third down conversions. So they got one there. They'll run on first down with Akers. And some room to work. There he goes left side. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Bottom line, when you play a runner with these talents, you've got to be able to wrap up and get him on the ground. Or the first person who gets there, hold him up long enough for the next wave to get there and get him down. Otherwise, he will continue downfield and find pay dirt.
And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. The Browns drive about to get started. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
They'll be going for 6. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And down inside the 35 he goes to the 32-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
Second and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead. They go play action with Lawrence. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now, that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Ready?
After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Under pressure, they got him again. Shaquille Barrett able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
They'll try to get forward, but he's going to be stopped in his tracks at about the 3. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in these spots, and my coaches always say, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
2nd down, they'll go with Akers again. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Now, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? The guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field, pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
Just like that, out of danger and up past the 40 now for 1st and 10. A give up the middle to Akers. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Brandon, that's what you call being manhandled at the point of attack. And I know the offensive line gets a lot of blame for that one. But occasionally, the defense just knows what you're going to do. Maybe they scouted it perfectly. Maybe someone tipped it off. But on that play, it had no chance.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Going right back to Akers. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. And he'll get this up near midfield, but that's still a few yards shy of the 1st down. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. And here's Hunter. Nice wander down. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And that is much too long. That's into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Play action. It's Lawrence. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six and a Dolphins touchdown.
Well, CD, that's a huge play by this defense at a close ball game. I think he was trying to just extend the play. They're getting outside the pocket, but he throws a costly pick six.
Yeah, he's trying to find someone open. You're exactly right. He wasn't looking to run. He was looking to throw. The result, not good for him. They were more than happy on the defensive side to gather that one in and take it to the house.
And the kick makes it through, but flags come flying in as well. It appears we're going to get a roughing call tacked on.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, quick. Hey, keep sit on the ball.
Lawrence will try again after the pick six.
He'll air this one out for Kirk. And that is incomplete.
Well, we just saw something you don't ordinarily see, and that's him trying to deep ball after throwing a pick six on his previous pass. Normally, they give him something safe to get his confidence back. Instead, they let him fire it downfield, albeit unsuccessfully.
On second down, Mostert. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Lawrence.
And able to find Kirk complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on third down, and they keep the drive going.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
We go set.
On first and 10, it's Mostert. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That felt like a trap because it looked to me like the opposing front was on that play from the get-go. They had everyone crashing the ball carrier before he even made the line, and they hold him to just a yard.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Off the play fake. Here's Lawrence.
This is caught. It's Kirk. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
It's complete to Brown, right side.
And he's going to get this down near the 25.
They were looking to throw, holding on the big right tackle.
That's real simple, partner. Keep your hands inside in the chest area. You're probably okay. You get it out on the shoulders, get them wide. Usually going to pick up a holding call.
They run out of the shotgun with Mostert.
Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on 2nd and long. Lawrence.
That's complete to Mostert out of the back.
And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. Now Lawrence. Open man is Uzama. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown! C.J. Uzama. His first touchdown on the year. And the Browns get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half. They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Tyrann Mathieu, normally known for the pass coverage, this time a sack. Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Browns going to see the football first, but they trail here as we resume play on EA Sports. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. The Browns drive about to get started. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Second down, here's Mostert again.
And some room to run now. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point by Blankenship is up and good.
And it's now 17-14. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, it feels like we're set up for a good second half here. Came out of the locker room, one-score game. Now the lead has already changed hands. Well, this offense, they've got an opportunity right now to take that lead right back.
Yeah, and it feels like you're going back and forth almost a little bit like a tennis match, right? And we're just letting our heads just keep moving. Which side has it? Which side's going to score? How are they going to go out doing it? A little bit of a challenge for each side trying to match each other.
So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. Following the penalty, it's 1st and 5, and you got to think offensively, all kinds of options. On the counter, this is Akers. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
I think Cameron Hayward's ability to take on blocks, hold the point of attack, and get upfield serves him very, very well. What a nice play there.
Yeah, he can take on blocks because he's built like a block. Now a 2nd down and 6. Prescott from the gun. Targets Parker, and he's got him on the crossing route. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Prescott on 1st down. Open man is Quintez Cephas. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with it. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Prescott yet again. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
The Dolphins will send out the punter now as he's on to kick it away. Averaging 50 yards a boot so far as this one's away. And he fields it cleanly. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. Lawrence. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Bradley Chubb doing what he does best, getting that sack.
Even keeping the back in for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
The Browns send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 10. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And our game's hit a little bit of a lull here, a little bit of a snag. Punts on back-to-back drives.
And old school coaches don't necessarily mind that. Didn't turn it over, right? Didn't create a big play for the other team. Right now what you're looking for is, can you gain an advantage in field position? And that's what both teams are seeking right now.
Yeah, they'll be seeking to gain that advantage here on this drive. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Prescott. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he goes down. It's a sack. They get him back at his own 3-yard line. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. And they can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
Lawrence hit and the ball is free. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. Down the numbers. There he goes. And this is brought all the way back. A fumble recovery and taken to the house for a Miami touchdown. Big turn of events there. This defense makes the play. They return it for the score, and now they have the lead.
So much for ball security for the offense. Playing with a lead in the second half. They give the ball up, and all of a sudden they're behind.
Big-time fumble. And Johnson's extra point up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Now Lawrence on 1st down. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a 1st down. Lawrence will throw. And looking for Kirk, but this pass is intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he will bring it back. It's a pick-6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That offense trying to erase that deficit, get a little bit closer here and climb back into this game in the 3rd quarter. Instead, they further their disadvantage, Charles, with a pick-6.
And that defense came out willing to do anything necessary to defend that lead. I think they looked around the huddle and said, who's going to make the big play? Who's it going to be? And the person who just ended up in the end zone with the football, he was the one that answered the bell. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Browns drive about to get started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. A handoff running left is Mostert. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lawrence. He sets to fire deep. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
Up the middle they go with Mostert. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Looking to throw, Lawrence. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Give it big credit for his coverage right there because when he saw the route break deep, he stayed in position to prevent a completion while avoiding any risk of a flag.
Here we go. Got to have it. Lawrence. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a 1st down. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And the Dolphins get the football in great field position. A little jet sweep to start the drive. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. Working with a 2nd and 4. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Well, I'm sure he likes his performance a little bit better than last week. He had the 3 interceptions here, none in the fourth quarter, and he's got his guys in front.
Guaranteed he put in a tremendous amount of work this week, but maybe the matchup is just better for him. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. It's almost like those golfers. Certain courses fit their eye, and they like what they see, and other courses, as soon as they tee it up, they know they have no shot. Maybe that's the difference for him. Last week, no. This week, a big yes. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Give him 3 on the gain there, 2nd and goal.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown,
you want 2.
You're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play. 3rd and goal. Prescott. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great effort there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Dolphins look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here this 4th quarter. So an important touchdown right there is now they're really beginning to pull away.
Yeah, this was a tight game until not too long ago. But since then, they've hit the accelerator, and they pushed the lead up to 3 scores here in the 4th quarter, and I don't see them looking back.
And Johnson's extra point up and good, and the lead is up to 18 now. Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. He's got a man complete. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late. But they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. And the Dolphins are going to recover. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of an anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On the handoff, running left is Akers.
And he stopped immediately there. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down. Now Prescott. Going deep here for Parker. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And the Browns are right back in this football game.
Well, they tried to take their shot right there, but the ball hung up a little too long, and it's intercepted.
And when you describe trying to take their shot right there, usually the ball has to be thrown on a little bit more of a line. You just mentioned it. The ball hung up there. The reaction time of the defenders, they win the day and intercept it.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence. That swung out to Mostert.
And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. They need a touchdown, the 2-point conversion, and a field goal. Pretty good start to the drive, though.
Yeah, good start to the drive, but the urgency has to really be increased by both the players on the field and everyone on the sidelines. Got to make sure everyone is up and into this game.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score.
And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And the lead is up to 18 now. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Browns drive about to get started.
Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
They go play action with Lawrence.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Shaquille Barrett able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We go six.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked by Tracy Walker.
And the Dolphins are going to take possession of the football. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys, they've been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it, it's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along. If you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown.
Cam Akers, his 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. And Johnson's extra point up and good.
And they open the lead up now to 25.
Here's Johnson set and ready to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got a man complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lawrence. Open man is Kirk, complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off Byron Jones. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense, but they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they look to finish strong in this 4th quarter. This is a unit that certainly has turned things around from a week ago. Just a much more productive all-around ball game. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So jumping from his free safety spot.
That tells you how aggressive they are on defense, doesn't it? They get everyone involved. He was a little too fast on that play.
Prescott, he goes down to a knee, and that should just about do it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Miami, it's a rare bright spot as they move to 3-10 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Browns, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll be on the road next week as they travel to Pittsburgh to take on the Steelers.
Hey everybody, welcome. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
First down and 10 now for the Saints offense as they get ready. Up the middle they run with Bettis. And he's got some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 14 yards is the pickup. First down, New Orleans.
That's a very nice game there. A confidence-building run. Love the execution up front. And the way he pressed the hole, absolutely perfect.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Kamara. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, 36 yards. And the Saints are on the board first here this afternoon. And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge awaits.
Hey everybody, thanks for joining us today. I'm the coach, and this is Madden Ultimate Team. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You have possession on your own 30-yard line, and it's first and 10. Touchdown, Jaguars! Maurice Jones-Drew, 70 yards. And the Jaguars come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenge.
Welcome everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another Ultimate Challenge on EA Sports. Taking you the rest of the way, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Brandon.
Thank you, Coach. This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. We're still without a score, tied at 0. Opponent has the ball on their own 40. First and 10. Carr. And his first look is incomplete.
It sort of looks like they stopped some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Meanwhile, Carr's throw complete here to Waller. He's got room at the 30. Look at the big fella go. All right, not the result that you were hoping for. Don't sweat it, though. You can replay the challenge right now or at any time later on. Here are the Raiders as they get set on first and 10. Here's Carr to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by L'Jarius Sneed, and the Browns are going to take possession of the football. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge.
The coach here, and welcome to this Ultimate Challenge. Sit back and relax. you're in for a real treat with this matchup. To finish this out, here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
This challenge begins in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. Your opponent has the ball on their own 40 as we get set here, 1st and 10. To throw, it's Carr. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And some space here. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Had an open man that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And the Browns are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jackson. It's complete to Cole. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A very solid gain of 27.
1st and goal from the 3. Jackson's going to keep it.
And he fights his way into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 3-yard run as he kept it himself.
And the Raiders will jump on top of the game's first score here this afternoon.
Well done. You've defeated this ultimate challenge. Now, if there are stars still available, you can always replay the challenge again. Otherwise, it's time to move on to the next one. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Back to the running game with Jacobs.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
49 yards rushing for him already. A terrific opening drive on the ground, and it's a 1st down.
Now they'll run the option to the short side left. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Lamar Jackson, a 15-yard touchdown run.
And the Raiders go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points.
Nicely done. Another one up, another one down. Keep grinding and keep racking up those wins.
Hey, folks, it's the Coach here. Welcome back for another exciting matchup in Madden Ultimate Team.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive.
And, partner, I know so far, and we're still in the first half, but you love this game as a defensive guy. 0-0. We'll see if the offense can get going on this drive.
Well, you know how they talk about music to your ears? How about what it does for your eyes when you watch something like this, right, where these teams are locked in and going at it, no points going up on the scoreboard? I'm loving it. You're exactly right.
Well, switch over, though, to an offensive mindset for a moment. What do they need to do here to get on track and get some points?
Well, I think a couple of ways. Number one, you pull out something maybe they haven't seen before. Coaches always talk about unscouted looks. Maybe you give them something that they haven't seen on tape, and now you shock them that way. The second, run your basic playbook.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Saints. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. And just like that, another ultimate challenge has been defeated. Savor the victory, if only for a moment, because you know there's always another challenge right around the corner.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. We've seen both of these offenses still sort of in that figuring things out phase, but I suspect some action on the scoreboard soon as they start out here 1st and 10. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 35.
They came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
They run again on 1st down, Lynch. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll dump it off complete to Lynch. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
I just know defensively, when you see 3rd and long, you just tell each other, guard the sticks. Don't let them get to the 1st down line. Anything underneath will make the play. But you have to take care of all responsibilities and know that they swing it out to a back. One-on-one tackles in the open field are critical. And if you miss, sometimes you end up on the wrong side of that 1st down gain. That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. The improv out there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking. And now the Falcons on a 1st and 10, getting ready to go on offense. From the gun, it's Jackson. Going up top for Kupp. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Now it's Jackson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And how about this first drive? They're being aggressive, slinging it around.
Really confident, too, because they're not trying to fool them with running plays, throwing it, and they're being very successful right now.
Another catch by White. Back-to-back plays. There you have it, another challenge and another victory. Now remember, you can always replay challenges if you left any stars on the table.
Welcome, everybody. I'm the coach. Up next, another ultimate challenge on EA Sports. Let's get back to Brandon and Charles for the call.
We jump into this challenge for the good stuff in the fourth quarter, and we're already at the 2-minute warning. You're trailing by 2 points. You've got possession at midfield, and it's 1st and 10. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Jerome Bettis, 50 yards. And the Bengals use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Winston readies the offense. Down by 5. A little under a minute 50 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on 1st down. Winston. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Winston to throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the 1st down. That's what's vital to them.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Desperation time. Winston on 4th down. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 from Bengals TD. So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you...
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Let me go ahead and show my age a little bit. I liked it when they would fake it from the 3-yard line, right? When you'd line up, go ahead and, oh, there's a fake, and he's going to get 2. That's great. But from the 15, the risk reward, it's just not there.
So risky to get 15 yards on a fake. Well, you see the result right there.
Yeah, I know these young whippersnappers are trying to do different things in this game, but let's go back to old reliable. Kick the ball through the post.
Get off my lawn.
That's darn right.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. A great pick, nice return, but you know he's just beating himself up inside for not getting all the way in.
No doubt about it, because he had visions of end zone in his mind. Going to be the total hero, but we did see there the emphasis on it's not just good enough to pick it off.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Marshawn Lynch, the second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bengals have pretty well put it away in the fourth quarter. York now for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. At the ball in great field position. One play later, end zone. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The New Orleans offense set to take over. But probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the fourth quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back, because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jameis to throw it. And that will be incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete passer we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them, holding them under 200 today.
The drive will start with an option going left. It'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal.
All right, I don't want to get too poetic here where they talk about, the eyes being the windows of the soul. You know what else the eyes do? They see the open spaces on a field, and those eyes carry your legs to those spots, and that's what happened on that play. He saw an opening and went and got it.
Well, he really hasn't ran the ball all game. Fourth quarter here, need a big play, able to pick it up. So whatever the eyes saw and created, it worked. 111 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They try again with Lynch. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Throwing is Jackson. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Lamar Jackson taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys were able to push that lead out a bit further. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar.
Oh, look at this. A flip to the kicker. He's going to try to run for it. And he'll be out of bounds well short of the goal line, so the attempt at the fake extra point unsuccessful.
Well, I have to admit, I'm scratching my head a little bit here trying to make sense of what I just saw. Number 1, huge lead. Just kick the extra point and be done with it. Number 2, if you are going to go for 2, just line up and go for it from the 2-yard line. Why make it so difficult? That's a long way to go to try and pick up some points.
And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just One last drive here for Pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time."
And Winston lost the football, and the Bengals grab it. And that should just about do it. They return it to the end zone, sealing it with a defensive touchdown. And give some kudos to the defensive coordinator, I think, here. They bring the blitz, they dial it up, and it turns into 6 points for them.
It's so nice to hear you actually give kudos to the defense. It is so nice. You're such an offensive guy like that. I love it. He dialed things up, and boy, a big play resulted for his guys.
Well, you like the credit to the defense there, right, my friend?
Yeah, do I ever?
And that'll just about do it for us in this one. You've notched another win, and the next challenge.
Hello, and welcome to this Madden Ultimate Team Showdown. I'm your host, the Coach. Let's send it down to Brandon Godden and Charles Davis for the call.
Coach, we will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. You have possession on your own 30-yard line. 1st and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Play action. It's Jackson. And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Let's just lean on the word good here, partner. Good way to start the second half. Good safe throw and a good quick first down as well.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Jackson. Well, that'll be caught by Cobb. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there are very many trash cans that got kicked.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And now they're in the hurry-up. After the sack on first down, Jackson. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson from 17 yards out. And the Ravens have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point by York is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Here's the kick unit now for the Ravens as they'll send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. Bottom line, he's got to figure things out. He's completed 3 passes, but 2 of them have been to the wrong team so far.
And when we talk about the best quarterbacks, we're usually talking about touchdown to interception ratio, aren't we? And 2 to 1 is acceptable, but the top line guys, 3 to 1 or better is what they're looking for. Now interceptions versus completions. That's not a ratio should ever be in any discussion.
2nd and 9 now from the 21. Back to the ground. This time it's Chubb. Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we play 3. Back now in Baltimore. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. And this will be a dump off for Kellen. And he's able to get up here to the 26. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. This taken in by Jakeem Grant. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Mayfield's throw taken in by Cooper here. 1st down now, but that clock rolling. Now Mayfield. Oh, that's going to be a costly one. It's intercepted. The safety, Terrell Edmonds, picks it. And the Ravens have just about sewn up this football game.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who've had the receivers on lockdown.
Airing this one out for Fitzgerald. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. He's got a man, complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. What a huge touchdown that was, obviously, here in the late stages of the 4th quarter as they try to put this one away.
And, Brandon, when they watch the film after this week, they'll be very proud of every rep if they close this game out. Just a few snaps remaining.
Welcome in, everybody. It's the coach with you here today for another edition of Madden Ultimate Team.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll fake the give to Sanders. Now Hurts. This time for Smith, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. Congratulations on yet another victory. Now, you can go right to the next challenge if there's another one available, or return to challenges to receive your reward.
The coach here, and welcome to this ultimate challenge. Sit back and relax. You're in for a real treat with this matchup.
The Chiefs in good position to start out as they come up 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. And that one complete to Marshawn Lynch. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He's off to a great start here in this first quarter. It seems like this defense is probably going to have trouble containing him.
I would agree with that. I love the observation. And here's the thing. Their game plan coming to fruition. You knew that they came in thinking that they could run it, and now they're proving that they can and doing it in a big way.
Well, he certainly didn't like what he saw at all from the coverage on his primary reads, and he didn't even have any luck trying to get back to his safety valve. Give defensive credit. Coverage was in lockdown mode everywhere.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Over the middle, complete. That's Cole.
And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Andy Reid went for it, but it won't pan it.
So this drive going to continue following the conversion on 4th. Here's 1st and 10.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards, the final tally. Jackson now. And his throw here is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw here complete to Kelsey. And they're going to be set up now with the ball at the 13-yard line.
1st down now, but the clock continues to move. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Larry Fitzgerald from 13 yards out. All right, you did it. You got the win. Congratulations. Keep that momentum going and tackle that next challenge. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive.
Hello, everyone. You're watching Ultimate Challenges, and I'm your host, the Coach. Now let's hand it off to Brandon and Charles as we jump straight into the action.
Thank you, Coach. So for this challenge, we're in the 4th quarter with 3 minutes to go. Still no points on the board. It's 0-0. You've got the ball on your opponent's 40 as we get set here 1st and 10. It's a gain of 35.
That's just flat out a beautiful throw right there.
There was a rope. That's maybe the speed you would see on a slant, but he threw that downfield with that kind of pace.
Now, if he throws that one with any type of arc, puts a little air under it, that play doesn't happen. He had to fire it in there, and he did exactly that.
And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They go right back to him for 20 and a first.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Brandon Marshall, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bears go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. Well, I think we both got to thinking. The first TD may be the one to win this football game, and here we go. Our first touchdown, and it comes in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, and it's a testament that both of these defenses were able to hold the line this long. But now, on the other side of the field, they've got to be thinking if they got it done, we should be able to punch one.
Hello there, it's the coach with you here today, and this is an ultimate challenge. Let's join this one already in progress. Here's Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We will begin this challenge in the third quarter with 3 minutes remaining. We're still without a score, tied at 0. Your opponent has possession on their own 30-yard line, and it's 1st and 10. Second half begins with a run by Henry. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Another nice job there defensively. They've had him bottled up throughout this game. They used their scouting really well, but they've executed even better throughout this game. Their job now, don't relax, and all of a sudden, give him a chance to break off a big one.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Throwing on third down, Tannehill. And now the ball's out, fumbled near midfield, and it's picked up by the Patriots. Nice job there getting the win. Next up, another challenge, of course.